Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
Welcome to Midnight Madness! Do you know what time it is? Huh? I got this one on! Time to raise hell! And we'll begin by giving a shout out to my boys! The Pull Boy and the Book Boy! Stephen Walton! I might have to give you another beat down, Stephen, if you're late on the Rise of the Fandom Alliance Volume 1. I can't hate that much on you, though, Book Boy, because as much as you say no one cares, I think you're my biggest fan. Because everything I say gets to you in one way or another. I don't know if it's you, bitch, watching, or maybe Lethal. Lethal, are you out there? In Menace of Fandom, fanboys, you're welcome. Because the only one that can get everything is irrelevant but geeks and gamers, Jared Amort back on the High Council, is this madman. White Knighting for Mega Hater 42. A proven toxic member of your fandom. And she's hosting the High Council. So what does that mean about your whole group? When I make these thumbnails, when I do these topics, yeah, it was to get Angus. But it was to, you know how Jeremy likes to say, you're my puppet. He's the biggest puppet there is. And not cool like my puppets in war, Jolly and Kermit the Log. He's just a right-wing chucklehead puppet and easy as hell to trigger, just like your Book Boy. You see, when the War Council brings it hard as hell on Sundays. Tune into this Sunday as the High Council is in rubble right now. The War Council is bringing the heat. So when on an episode of the War Council we call out the Menace, Jared Amort, for not supporting the small channels, and he shows up on some mega random Menace channels. Steven loses his shit on Twitter, and Jared Amort, that's everything else is irrelevant but geeks and gamers, finally decides to come back to White Knight for the Mega Hater. You know they're my fans! They're my number one fans. Thanks for watching! Thanks for watching, Steven! Lethal, whoever else is bitch watching right now. Report to the Pull Boy. And, Jeremy, I'm making you keep your word. Because you said many times, if anyone's actually been hating and have toxic behavior in the Menace of Fandom or Geeks and Gamers affiliates, that you will do your best to stop it. But what do? You kind of ignore it, and you go to White Knight for the one of the most toxic in your group. And yes, it is proven. Just some of the shit she's thrown out there, besides her channel, is that someone has emergency spinal surgery and tells them to eat a burger. Look who's talking. And then, with at Midnight's Edge, they go after Rose. Did you hear that, EVS? They go after Rose. I know this because some of my pals have been sending me clips of her horrible behavior. Her and Midnight's Edge talking about Rose Tico. Been hitting it up at the, what did they say? The Panda Express and P.F. Chang's. Look who's talking. These assholes. Look at it. This is what's so ridiculous about it. The biggest people that The biggest assholes that shouldn't be saying a goddamn word about it are spouting their mouths out, sitting in their chairs in their office, mega hating. I don't know, you answer me. Is that kind of a racist comment too? Not only is she getting chubby, she's been hitting up the buffet bar, but she can only eat at Asian restaurants? You guys are ignorant and haters, and it's disgusting. So, what's the point of all this? If this is what's left, was it a high council? It's a canceled council. It's in rubble. And if anything, I'm calling this shit out, but they might try to get the band back together. This is another way I know to trigger Jaredamort. We'll show you right-wing SJWs cannot help themselves but try to prove a point. Here's my this friend. I'm not an ism. I'm not saying you are, but you're obsessed with proving points. So, I knew as soon as I released those, as soon as we did that live stream, that Jeremy would come crawling back to prove a point and end up on some mega random Menace channels, which both happened in the last 48 hours. So here's looking at you, poor boy. So when you lame-ass menacers get tired of supporting these asshole grifters on the internet, come to the War Council to really hash it out. Have some real talk, and we're not charging you nothing. We just want great conversation. No emoji grifts, mindless members, only entertainment, and mega whining about how hate clicks are going down. Even though her subs have gone to 50K, she's getting the same views she had at 12. Your movement's dying, assholes! I'm just the madman to tell you. And I told you I wouldn't go easy on anyone. So, hey, flipped out! You know what I'm flipped out about? I'm flipping mad! I want the Fandom Collective to come join us on the War Council to stop being Menace fanboy bitches and really have some good conversation without supporting grifters in their pool houses. I'm here as your friend. I might not have the sub count, but we could grow together, brother. Stop it. Reach out to me. Let's get this rolling. This is why. You want to know what happened? I wanted to work with the Fandom Collective. I really do. And I still do. I love a lot of brothers and sisters on the Fandom Collective. A collective of fandom sounded amazing until they bitched out and wouldn't have me on a stream. It wouldn't support real diversity of thought. That's why I started the Fandom Alliance. That and the only member, Angus, that would still stream with me, it showed me that it's not the way. But it's not too late. Everyone deserves redemption by Kylo and maybe Jaredamort. I'm not sure yet. He actually has been improving his content somewhat. And he doesn't hold a candle to Mega Hater 42, I'll tell you that. So, we have a lot more coming this week. Sunday it's going to happen. Darth Vapor, Big Daddy of the Gray Order. I don't know if he'll be back, but he's having a stream with Josh and the Denim Nerds for Star Wars Sunday. Now, I'm going to give them a little bit of a break until I go too hard on Josh again, because Darth Vapor, Darth Daddy, did represent on the War Council. He had me on his channel. He came on mine. I respect that. And whoa, mama! He's got some surprises. Thanks for sharing that tweet with me, Darth Daddy. Darth Vapor. Whoa, boy. You know what? Hi, mama. Hi. Woo! That's my plans for this week. I want to also do movie madness. I want to have some more lighthearted movie shows without always going so hard on the War Council. I want to do movie news, Steelbook news, and I want, a man of my word. I bring lots of people onto the War Council. We have a great time. And I got to talk to my man Snowdub because I'm thinking real hard. I would love to have a War Council and then jump over to his channel and have a war party right after and host another great group of YouTubers. And I'll pop in for a little bit to keep the party going, where we support each other without grifting on each other. That's what I'm talking about. I think you see it now. You really see it. Will they get the band back together for Rise of Skywalker? Probably. Will it last much longer? Probably not. Because this is where you see the true reality of grifters. They come in when it's hot, they leave when the money dries up, when the views go down. And if Mega Hater 42 is any indication, it's going down. It's going down. It's the truth. You might not like me for telling you, but it is what it is. See you in tomorrow's video.